on my dashboard it shows that I am live. I'm not sure if I am live and you are able to hear me successfully. Okay, so if you are hearing me without any issue, there is no issue like last time, then you can comment something in the chat box so that I will understand connection is good. Okay, so right now I have like done little bit new setup right here, so I'm not sure if everything is super clear and correct. Okay, so in case there is any issue, please comment it right now. Okay, so let me put message in the group live now. Please join. Okay, so it's really nice to see that before even starting the stream, we have our first question. Okay, Rahim, or whatever his name is, because I'm unable to pronounce his name. But definitely we are going to take that particular question and we are going to take a lot of questions. Okay, but let's do firstly some announcements. Okay, the very first announcement is about the Evil Punch. So congratulations, the Evil Punch is right now out, completely tested and completely capable. Almost every single bug is fixed. Yes, the software is quite new, so you will face a little bit issue when it comes to the bug or something. In that case, please create the issue on the GitHub and it will be fixed as soon as possible. Okay, so that's about the Evil Punch. Another thing is the fishnets required to work with the Evil Punch, to start understanding the Evil Punch, is already available. Okay, it is already available, and in the Evil Punch source code there are some modifications which are not included in the course, and video for those is also recorded. So tomorrow by Monday those videos are going to be in the course, so course upgrade will be the free. Okay, don't worry about that. And matter of fact, if there is any update in the Evil Punch in the future, then that is also going to be free of cost in the course. Okay, that's great. Now, it's been like 10 minutes, sorry, 2 minutes. So if there is any lag between the stream, please let me know so that we can move to the whatever the suitable setup is. Okay. Okay, the next thing is about the newly discovered issues in the Evilginx. Okay, as I know, like a lot of people are already using the Evilginx, but when I was started working on the Evil Punch, I did little bit extra research on the Evilginx to understand how exactly the logic is, how it is performing, how it is doing a lot of stuff, encoding, decoding, forwarding, arranging, replacing, whatever it is, everything. I try to do deeper, 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 deeper. Okay, and I found some issues in the Evilginx which can be the causing the red page issues. Okay, so first of all, the red page is obviously is caused by the browser, Google Safe browsing mechanism, but there needs to be some criteria to get those red pages in the first place. There needs to be some fingerprinting, something is happening in the Evilginx which is basically leaking your data, and or which is basically causing the red page issues. The second thing is when people are sending the messages into the inbox, automatically the inbox is getting disappeared. Okay, so in that case also something is querying the server, and based on that I think the decision taking is getting taken. So when I did my research, I found out that there is an inconsistency in the header. Okay, I'm not talking about the x-e header which is basically detecting the Evilginx. No, I'm not talking about that. That is also there, but that even if you fix that, then also there is an inconsistency in the header. So if any website, like really big websites like Google Office, if they are checking those header consistency, because obviously their whole business is online depending on those platforms, they are going to check for sure. Okay, so in that case they are going to identify that particular header inconsistency. Matter of fact, if I go on my Fluxet website, I think I have already given the complete list. If someone is like actively following me on the website everywhere, then they definitely will know that yeah, I have already answered that particular thing already there. Okay, great. Let me just, because I am also forgetting the point, so let me just go ahead and let me open that particular answer for you so that I will take a reference from it. And yeah, about that. Okay. Wow, 27 concurrent viewers. I was not expecting that. Okay. So I am looking for that particular list where I have attached the list. So meantime, please put any questions if you have any questions. Okay, I found host leaking. Host leaking is the biggest problem here. Okay, so in the Evilginx, there is a host fixing happening in the header, so that basically whatever our proxy host is, that will not leak to the server. As simple as that. But Evilginx is not checking the host leaking in the body itself. Okay, if there is encoded body, if there is a normal body even in that body, the host leaking is not getting checked, and by that obviously host leaking is happening. Then there is a cookie leaking. Whatever the cookie is getting set on the browser side, which is the default Evilginx cookie, which has some random number and then 20 length string or something, right? These are the default cookies in the Evilginx. These are getting leaked into the backend. So obviously if we just add some logic in every single time, if the suspicious cookie is getting website in the backend, that will be used as a fingerprint to detect if the Evilginx is being used or not. The third thing is obviously the cookie fingerprint identification in the browser itself. Okay, so I found strange thing in the case of the office that the some kind of cookie inspecting is happening in the browser itself. So let's say if in the cookie, if I change the domain holder, domain option of the cookie, then it create the inconsistency. The same site will be not logging, or if I try to go live.com from the office.com, it will not log in automatically. Okay, that is happening. Then I try to change the name of the cookie. I kept exactly same cookie, just copy pasted the cookie and changed the name of the cookie, and I found that okay, changing the name is also creating the issue. So there is an inconsistency happening. The constantly they are checking the valid cookies, constantly they are auditing the cookie. So I am afraid, like I am afraid that definitely the Evilginx cookie fingerprint is also getting audited. And if you have not modified that particular part in the source code itself, definitely your browser is also going to take that particular action. Now, the action will be not immediately like the website is blocking or what. Okay, the action will be reporting that particular website to the backend, so that it will either report as a phishing spam page or it will make a raid. Okay, whatever it is. Then time-based CSRF JavaScript, CSRF tokens in the JavaScript. I found that whatever the dynamic JavaScript websites are there, there is a one thing which is getting added and which is popular in the most biggest website which are based on the JavaScript is time-based the CSRF token. So let's say if I access some proxy website using the Evilginx today, then that same thing is not going to work with the same cache tomorrow, because by default Evilginx forces to caching, but by default websites who are using that particular protection will not force for the caching. It will say fetch every single time new file, because they know they are providing unique CSRF token in each file. So let's say if I am doing login and I'm using the cache files from the Evilginx logic, then definitely it is going to create an issue, and it will simply show that okay, CSRF token is invalid or just 400 error, whatever it is. Okay, that's the one thing. Then there is the same origin policy bypass detection happening in the browser itself. Okay, that is also I have identified. So I will come to the chat basically. Just give me 1 second. I will come to chat. Only 2 points are remaining. After that, I will come to the chat. Meantime, please like the video. Okay. Okay. So Evilginx by default modifies the content over the fly, which can be triggered, basically, which can be used to modify the same origin policy also, so that we can load the files or make the request to the cross origins. Okay, that is getting detected by the browser. I'm not sure if the browser implemented that particular mechanism or it is the office website or any other website. Okay, but I found that inconsistency. It is getting detected. If you remember, in the last stream, I have mentioned that I found some issues in the browser which I need to report it before releasing the Evilginx, right? So in those issues, these particular issues are also there. Okay, so I'm not sure if it is responsible for the browser or is it some custom JavaScript which is being used in the popular websites, but it is getting used there. Direct reporting from the external JS. Okay, so Yahoo and Office are basically using their own JavaScript library to detect the malicious headers or to detect the malicious domain names and reporting it directly. But if you implement the host linking in the body, that will be prevented. Okay, no need to worry about that. Okay, the very first question. I cloned my Evilginx from your Fluxet repo, and after setting everything, it's not issuing me certificates and my domain is not working. So the problem is you're using the Evilginx from the GitHub, which is not up to date at all. That was my very first POC version, proof of concept version that I made open source. After that, there are a lot of versions I have created. Like I think I am at version 8 revision number, sorry, version 6 revision number 8. So yeah, you need to use the private program for that, and you will find out on the website with the modified source code name. Okay, naughty boy. Hello, Sek. What's up, brother? How are you? Tresa, no lag. That's really great. Okay, Jackson is saying, hello, developers. How are you? Can you mention the fatal YOI discovered in the Evilginx as there are fixed or correct? See, the problem is, yes, I did my research while doing the work on the Evil Punch. I discovered these things. I have already listed on the website. I will mention that particular link, or you can just search Chrome users account turns my link to red. In that post, I have mentioned everything. But the problem is I haven't fixed it all. Okay, 2 3 fixes are already implemented in the revision number 8, whatever the modified source code I am providing. But I felt it is easier to implement those fixes in the Evil Punch rather than fixing in the Evilginx. So all those fixes are available in the Evil Punch itself. Okay, not in the Evilginx as of now. But let me tell you, I'm going to create one more version of the Evilginx, revision number 9 or 10. In that, I'm going to fix those issues. Okay. But the only problem is you need to wait for few more time. That's it. Okay. Hey boss, man, what are the newly discovered issues in the Evilginx? Yes, I just explained it. That's crazy. None of the Evilginx Facebook fishlet on the GitHub is working. That's really good. I know that the Facebook is not working. Surprisingly, there is a one for Outlook and Microsoft working. Is the Facebook security stronger? Whatever you find the Outlook and Microsoft working, make sure that you add the external JavaScript correctly. Otherwise, it will aid up into the detecting the host or phishing host. Okay. Next thing is about the Facebook. Yes, there is an issue with the Facebook. I know you. I know for educational purpose. Um, it is happening because of this CDN. Somehow the CDN is able to detect the Evilginx request, so that's why the issue is there. But I'm pretty much sure that even if, on the two-factor authentication page, you will find the Evil Punch working. Okay. After that, I haven't tested it because I didn't got the time. But yes, Monday morning, sorry, tomorrow Monday, definitely I'm going to test few websites on the Evil Punch. Okay. Great. Or you can just give a try. Go ahead. Evil Punch is already there on the development branch or main branch. You can fetch, I guess. I need to check on which branch I have basically added the latest code. And go ahead, create the fishlet, use it. Doc is already available. Everything is there. Okay. And iCloud too. It's not handshaking. Yeah, iCloud is also using that similar thing. Whatever is happening with the Evil Facebook authentication two-factor page, on that page, same thing is happening on the iCloud landing page also. Okay, so if you solve for one, you solve for all. Okay, and I'm hoping the Evil Punch will solve for all. Okay. Still, there is a testing needs to be done. I have tested a lot of websites on the Evil Punch, but not those websites yet. Okay, so let me test it and I will update it in the group or something. Okay, but as long as I know, yeah, most of the like Google or Office or Yahoo or Fluxet, Rollout, Firefly, then again the Hindu Time and that what is there is a one website called, yeah, few websites from each category I tested and they are working completely fine. Okay. How do I set up Evilginx for the office? Frank, you need to watch the videos on my YouTube channel. Okay. It looks like you are quite in the beginner phase and you need little bit guidance. Okay. So please watch the YouTube channel videos. Okay, then you add the fishlet. Yashin is saying you are the fishlet. Okay, William Webster is saying, is Evil Punch Go fishing? No, 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 no. It's not using Go language. It is using the Python language. Okay, and matter of fact, Gophish is not integrated in the Evil Punch yet. So you need to wait for some time. Evil Punch is crazy new software. You need to understand it's been only 2 weeks since Evil Punch is on the web, and it's been only 5 days since bug-free Evil Punch is on the GitHub. Okay, so it's crazy new project. I'm hoping that you clone that project, you create the for, identify the issue, fix it, and I would like thank to Coders.jl, which is basically helping me a lot, contributing by that particular repository. Have you ever tried integrating cap solver into the Evilginx MyG? See, the problem with the cap solver is meant for another thing. Okay, so whenever there is a valid captcha page loaded, in that case, if you want to automate the process, solving the captcha is the major part. In that case, we use the cap solver or other mechanisms or other services which is responsible for capturing the captcha solver. But when you load the website using the Evilginx, it changes the website fingerprint on that particular captcha page. Okay, in that case, it doesn't make sense to use the cap solver. Okay, instead you need to use another mechanism which will completely bypass the captcha page itself, or you modify something in the page so that it will reflect as a original website page, and we are sending that particular request, sorry, we are sending that particular page as it is to the user, so user is interacting with that page. So it doesn't make sense to use the cap solver because user needs to be solving the captcha himself. So I don't think so you should be using the cap solver and all. It doesn't make sense, simply it doesn't make sense. If I am automating a whole process using, let's say, Python script or something, even clicking of the user is automated, in that case the cap solver is used. Basically in the scraping logics we use the cap solver. I don't think so here we need to use cap solver. Okay, so many questions and I am really behind. So if you are like putting latest question, please hold on the chat so that I will go one by one. Next question is, love yourself, please. How can I clone my VPS, your modded version? Okay, so I found your question, I guess, love yourself, because you are saying that you have cloned from my GitHub. So I'll suggest go with the modified source code product on my website, which will basically give you latest source code which you can upload on the server. Again, how to upload all of those videos are already available on the channel. You can just search it and you will find those videos. And yeah, everything is there. How to upload, how to download, how to get every single video is available on the channel. Only thing you need is patience and check the videos. That's it. Okay, great. Is there any solution to the browser detect when I press the password on Outlook? Uh, in what terms you are saying the browser detect? Like, uh, say if you want to check if the password is entered or not, in that case what you can do is you can inject the custom JS using inject.js mechanism, and in that mechanism you just add one event on that particular input field, which will be on change event or on key press event in the JavaScript. Even if you add on change, once the password is complete, if user clicks on next, then it will be basically come to know that okay, password is complete. The second thing is you add the on enter key press button event. Then on enter button, you just send password to the backend because that will trigger the event. Anyway, yeah, custom JS is the way to go. Timo, what is happening? Why you are deleting the message? Are you trying to do something in this chat? Hello, Master. Was the new issue you found in the Evilginx? Anonymous guy, I have already explained the issue in the beginning of the stream. Either you go back or after the stream is over, you watch, or just go to the website. I will quote that particular link where I have answered. You will find the list of the found issues. Okay, I will share the link after this stream, because if I share right now, it will basically why people are deleting the message. Manzere, why you deleted the message? Are you like doing some spammy or something? Do I need to monitor your messages? Tell me, bro. Anyway, could you explain what you mean with the CDN detection Evilginx? What is the action do you think they perform the detected? Okay, so I'm not sure backend logic how exactly they are detecting it, but I am assuming they are detecting based on the header inconsistency. Okay, so as you know, when the page is loading, it makes some external request to the CDN, and sometimes if the CDN is protected, it creates one signature on the website and use that particular signature to make that request for the particular file on the CDN. Okay, now if the signature is getting calculated on the current domain, there is a chance that it will create an issue. It will not simply send those files. That's the first scenario. The second scenario is whatever the request is getting sent is valid along with the signature, but when the request is getting forwarded from the Evilginx to the original server, in that case there is a header inconsistency. Okay, so I have created one small script to check header inconsistency. If you go on the Evilpunch GitHub, in the text test folder, you will find one flask app I created. So in that flask app, if you run that flask app and use to reverse proxy using the Evilginx, then you will find out that uh, basically you can use that for the detecting the header inconsistency. Okay, so header inconsistency detection tool is already there. Okay, great. uh Please talk about the Google Fishlet. Please talk about the Google Fishlet. It's not working. I am doing something wrong. It's working for a lot of people that I have already shared. I'm not sure if every single person is using actively, but I haven't received any complaint yet. But you should, I think, doing something wrong, because yesterday, day after yesterday only, I tested in my local environment. It was working fine. On the production, I'm not sure, but on local, definitely it was working. So that tells it is working. So in case, if even in your case it is not working, you might be doing something wrong in the setup. Do one thing, whatever the ID you use for the Google Fishlet, just mention that you have mentioned me in the YouTube, and just message me. I will check after this stream and we will figure it out. But is saying, how do we deal with the Cloudflare issue while using the Evilginx? I am also like, to be honest, I don't have a solution for the Cloudflare. If you are talking about the, let's say, let's assume that Fluxit.com is using the protection from the Cloudflare, and if you try to reverse proxy using the Evilginx, so in that case, which solution you will use? That is basically what you are asking, right? So in that case, I don't have really idea, because whatever the fixes, whatever the bypasses I had in the about the Cloudflare in the past, what people are doing is basically, once the source code is out, they are identifying that particular issue and reporting to the Cloudflare, because Cloudflare pays a really good bug bounty. Okay, so in that case, every week that particular fix is coming, every few days that particular fix is coming, and whatever the source code we have, the logic implemented we have for educational purpose, is basically going down to the trash. So the end of the day, I recommend using the residential proxy, appear as a normal user rather than appearing as a data center IP. So that helps to ease down the Cloudflare and gives the normal challenge. Otherwise, it will use some I don't know, intermediate channel challenge, and it will basically not pass the request. So I'll say that use a dynamic residential proxy to appear as a normal user, and that will ease down you on the cloud by the Cloudflare. Okay. Ah. We spoke about the GoDaddy cookies issue, and okay, Nadia, I know who you are. Yes, we did talk about that, but after that, I had to release the Evil Punch version also, so that's why I had to delay your thing. But I already told you that in next version, whatever is coming, that particular issue will be fixed. Okay, I know who you are. Like by question only, you are the only guy who is asking for that particular thing. So I know who you are. Okay. Anyway, in next version, probably in 2 days, because tomorrow I have taken too much work. So tomorrow, day after tomorrow, you will find that particular next version available. And even if there is a issue with the Google, that will be also fixed in the same version. Okay. Is Office for Evil Punch is already available? Yes, yes, it is already available. How can I get Office 365 and Gmail for Evil Punch? Gmail for Evil Punch is not sharing right now. But yes, Office for Evil Punch for studying purposes is already available, and yeah, those who have purchased already the courses of the Evil Punch will definitely have the access to that particular facility already. Okay, is Office for Evil Punch available? Yes. Please, can you get us the Telegram community where we can help ourselves if we see, try to understand that if I create the Telegram community, then there is a chance that people will start spamming each other. That's why I created Fluxet community, which is on the website. It is offering as good as Telegram conversations. You go there. Actually, on the website itself, the conversations are sorted in the questions. On the Telegram, there will be mess. Everyone is messaging and everyone is spamming, right? But on the website is already freedom is already given on the website. I am also allowing you to send the Telegram IDs on the website. What more I can do, right? But one request, when you send someone your Telegram ID, after he reads it, please delete it from the website. Okay, that's only I am asking. In last few days I have like given more than ever freedom on the website. Every single possible question with every single type is already approved. Okay, I am only not approving those questions which are crazy sensitive. Okay, so yeah, please use the website. I have already given you like biggest thing, and on website 500 people are there, brother. So please use that website. And Telegram, creating a Telegram community is always a issue because you don't know where you will get your Telegram account banned. Okay, can you please, what is this chat? Should I create Telegram? Sorry, to about Telegram. Please use the Fluxet. Every single freedom is given on the Fluxet. I've been trying. I think you mean injecting the session case. Okay. So many chat is coming. Just give me some time to hold my breath. Crystal is saying, I've been trying the iCloud on my Evilginx. I need your help with this. I don't know. See, everyone needs my help with iCloud. I try to understand that. Okay. Um, but as I said, like, I'm not betting on the Evilginx for the iCloud or any other advanced fishlet right now. I'm betting on the Evil Punch nowadays, no, like now onwards for all advanced fishlets. Okay, basic level fishlets like Office and everything. Okay, I can trust for the Evilginx, but I'm assuming for really advanced fishlets, I will bet on the Evil Punch because that's what I have designed. I know what is happening inside that, right? So if I want something to implement in that for certain conditions, I can really easily do it, and you also can do it because it's in the Python, right? So rather than Evilginx, I'll focus on the Evil Punch for the iCloud or any advanced stuff for educational and practice purposes. Yes, see, the maze is saying Google Fishlet is still working fine. For me, clue what other guy is talking about. Yes, see, the people are already using the Google Fishlet. It is already working, as I said. And day after two, yesterday also, I have tested myself in my local environment, so it is working. So whoever mentioned about the Google Fishlet, I think the guy named Tim. No, not Tim. Yashin, I guess mentioned, right? So Maze or Yashim, I don't know. I'll suggest that yeah, there is issue with the setup, your setup, I guess. Okay, the Maze, okay, Sek is replying, is the issue the guy probably has with the importing the cookies. I have the same issue. Sek, about the importing cookie, what is happening is there is a one what we call plugin I used to recommend for the importing cookies, right? That plugin has a version mismatch between the Google Chrome API. Okay, so that's why I think that particular issue is happening. Sometimes you will see a lot of cookies in the website, but when you open the cookie editor, you will not see cookie as at all. Sometimes you will be pasting the cookie and clicking on the injecting. Only half cookies will be injected, other half will be not injected, right? So this particular specific issue I have been seen in the latest version of the Chrome. In the Firefox, still it is working for me. I'm not sure how, but it is working for me. I'm using the latest version of the Firefox. Okay, so please try to use Firefox, and I recommend using the Firefox all the time. but I'll see what is the issue behind it. I'm not just getting the time, and if I see the issue, I'm probably trying to create our own plugin. Okay, but it takes really time to maintain, and community is also not helping. See the evil punch itself. I created the project. I put a lot of effort. I am asking every single guy, please contribute in the project. Please contribute. Create a fork on the GitHub. Give me star. People are not doing it. Okay, so that's why I'm frustrated. I feel sometimes, okay, I'm giving too much free information to the people, and people are not valuing it. So sometimes it doesn't feel good. Okay, anyway, okay, say, do you have idea? Okay, so they, I think, talking about the only cookie injection issue. Okay, do you have an idea on how to redirect link? Check the evil punch. I added a dedicated section for the redirecting to the link based on the certain condition. You can create if conditions, and based on that if condition, you can redirect the user. Check the evil punch. If you want to do Evilginx, then definitely you need to manually track the URLs by using the custom inject.js, and based on those events, you need to basically redirect the users. In regards to the group, do you okay? In regards to the group, you can restrict people in your community for sharing the files in the group chat. It doesn't matter. Telegram is too messy, and see, not everyone is happy with me. Okay, some people are like, first talk like, okay, sweet words, and after that they will say, okay, please give me this information. I say, okay, that information is not available free. You need to be part of the course. Then they start threatening and all. We will report your telegram to the government and that stuff. Okay, so I don't trust people. Fuck the people. Okay. If you want to do something, do on the Fluxet itself. It is really controlled way. It is really in my control. And I can see who is asking what questions and what sharing. Okay, so it is basically easier for me to manage. On Telegram, it will be mess. It will be mess, and I don't know, because of that my account also be in at risk. I don't want to do that. My links turns, yeah, for sure. I agree with the Flux form is amazing, way better than the group. Yes, see, Spake is with me. Thanks, Spake. Okay, anyway, really nice. Okay, releasing my link turns to the red whatever I put the password Outlook link. I guess my browser. See, turning link red has a lot of things involved, as I see. It can be link itself. It can be your poor Evilginx source code. It can be the bypasses you not added in the Evilginx. It can be your loads URL you created. So many stuff is there. So that's why I frustrated and I created the Evil Punch. Give a try with the Evil Punch. In the Evil Punch also, I ran for the 2 days continuously. I didn't got any flags, red flags and all. So I am assuming Evil Punch itself. But I haven't used for long term, like 1 month, 1 week or something. So please give a try with the Evil Punch, and let's see if it is good or not. And based on that, we will do modifications, because that is our source code now. We have full control over it. We understand the source code. We designed it. Now we can do whatever we want. Okay. So don't forget that even if you face issue with the Evil Punch, it will be much easier to fix it for me as compared to the Evilginx. Okay. Now, the maze. Okay, Rahim, please don't talk like that. Don't ask Fishlet directly here. Can you just use your folk Evilginx to shut up? Rahim, as I said before, you need to buy from the website which says modify source code. Okay, where you will find the educational purpose created the source code which you will be used in your research. Hello, if you were made in this telegram, I know maths. Okay, youngster is saying, well, Evilginx report logs and cookies where it's not opened and comment prompt is for not for. What is this? Will Evilginx report logs and cookies when it is not open in the command prompt or VS Code or any compiler? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Are you talking about something from the front end, or are you talking about the Evilginx software itself? If you're talking about Evilginx software itself, then it depends if it is compromised or not. One guy shared, in the early phase, I don't know, like 4 or 5 months back, one guy shared me one source code. from some POK guy, a Pakistani guy, and basically that was infected. Whatever he has captured was getting sent on some HTTP endpoint, and that was hard coded in the source code. How he did. But yeah, so if you're talking about that, then it really depends from where you are getting source code. If you are getting the untrusted countries, there is a high chance that or untrusted people, there is a high chance that it is already compromised. And I have seen a lot like that. A lot like that. By the way, I'm getting this plus sign right here. What is that? Let me check. Let me check. What is this plus sign? Oh, Q&A. Someone is asking inside the Q&A. Ah, nice, 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 nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. LOF made what is this? Where is saying, okay, hi monster, can you show us how the subfilter works, search, replace, and with the JavaScript? Anonymous guy, are you talking about the subfilters in the Evilginx or Evil Punch? First, tell me that. And as I know, you already have course access, Anonymous guy. So, what is the problem? In course, it is already covered. What is the problem, Anonymous guy? Please try to put effort. Don't just butter. Let me saying, does your YouTube tutor since a year ago still work for? Yes, yeah, it does work. It does work. Whatever is on my YouTube, almost 99% 99 of the content is valid and still works. Don't think like it is year ago, it's old, it will not work. If it is not working, probably you will find there is another video update on that. Okay, it is working. But since I've been not active on the YouTube for like 2 weeks because of the Evil Punch, there is some gap. But yeah, like in 2 3 days, I'm going to fill up that particular gap. Okay. Are you still going to make the Modlishka video? No, 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 no. Modlishka is trash. I was working on the Evil Punch. I frustrated with the Evil Punch. I moved to the Modlishka. I thought, okay, let's create the content on the Modlishka, and let's use a Modlishka to create our own version of the Evilginx, which will be better than this one. When I go to the Modlishka, I found that the issue is in the Modlishka itself. Modlishka itself is trash. Okay, it has a lot of issues. If you go to the GitHub, clone the Modlishka, build it, that will not work by default. It will not work. It has a issue. It has a pretty much like coding issue itself, like what we call syntax errors and all that stuff. So I was really frustrated. I spent 1 day on the Modlishka. Forget about creating the videos. I just scrapped the introduction videos I created for the course, and I decided, okay, I'm starting my project. I started the Evil Punch. uh, uh, H is saying, on your Evil Punch, you need to show us how to create a tedious specialist like Office System. Why it's really difficult to be. Yeah, see, the Evil Punch is a little bit complex because I have tried to implement the each logic with each part of the fishes. Like, let's say I want to add some function. So I am trying to enforce that function in the way that it will take somehow the help from the fisher itself, so that user will know how to use it. Okay, so initially it looks complex, but it's not complex as you think. Okay, and if you are taking the course, obviously all information is already there. Obviously 2 3 videos needs to be added because in last 4 5 days I have done a lot of modification in the Evil Punch. I have added force gate method. I have added the caching expiring mechanism. I have removed the header inconsistency. I have fixed the cookie leaking. I have fixed the host leaking. I have fixed the I have fixed lot of stuff. Uh, you need to check the my comments on the GitHub. There you will find all information. Anyway, Master, you are not showing us something exciting today. And Namaskar, you joined late. Exciting part is already gone. In the starting of the live, only I showed all exciting parts. Not showed, but I explained the issue, the fixes, the Evil Bunch announcements, For you, let me repeat it. Evilpunch is available, the most fixed version. You can go to the GitHub, give a star. Give a star is most important thing. Please do it. Okay, Nike is saying, can you install the subtitles on this slide? I think the subtitles should be already available. In case it is not available, is it in my hands to allow you to see subtitles? Because here I don't see any option on the live. Where I can fix this subtitle issue? It's not given in the live settings. Maybe after the live, once the live is over, it will process the video and then I think it will add the subtitles. I don't think so. It will add in the on go. I'm not sure. If it has settings on my end, please let me know. I will modify it, and now onwards you will see subtitles on live. Okay, Willie is saying, does it have a panel? Obviously, that's the whole thing. Evil Punch has a panel. It is designed for the graphical user interface only. Nothing is happening on the command line until you are running the Evil Punch. After you run the Evil Punch, everything is happening on the panel only. Every single thing. And it has a really nice panel. Please check the video. It looks like you haven't not updated it since. When I try to intercept ongoing requests from the Evilginx from the localhost, I get warning, cannot listen on specified interface already in use. This is odd to me because port 8080 works for not 443. How did you do it? I think what you're trying to do is you are trying to run on the all interfaces. That's what you're trying to do. What I do is I use Ubuntu first of all. I run Evilginx as a sudo. When I do in the external IP address, I add 127.0.0.1. Do not add 0.0.0.0.0. Add 127.0.0. External port obviously 443. Once you run the Evilginx, it will work completely fine. Edit the host file /etc/hosts host files. In that you add your DNS mapping. And once you do that, install the burp browser. In the burp, if you open the burp browser, there you can intercept every single thing. Okay. And if you want to intercept the Evilginx itself, the outgoing stuff to the original server, right now what you are intercepting is your browser connection to the Evilginx connection that you are intercepting. But if you want to intercept the Evilginx to the original server, then in that case, just modify the Evilginx and run in the debug mode and add the debug steps there. And basically the developer way, use that. Does the Evil Punch have a panel? Yes, brother, it does. I had the same idea you mentioned, campaigning the outgoing. It has a really good panel, better than anything in the market. Check it out. Okay. I had same idea, but you mentioned comparing outgoing browser headers and body. You made it work. I'm curious how you bypass that error message on the website. I just explained. If you have any question, okay. Yeah, I know I have no issue with the running locally at already did, but you mentioned, okay, I'm modifying you as mentioned. Yes, please modify if you face issue. Please use the website. Try to put as much content as possible on the website because in next time if someone faces that particular issue, I can just show the website and he will get all answers. It doesn't has to going to me. The very first thing I created a website for because people are asking repeated question to me again and again. So I thought when I create the website, people will join the website and they will find all answers by themselves. And trust me, it is working. The amount of question I used to get before and amount of questions I get right now personally, there is a huge difference. Bam, I am running a L2 parent sister. Okay, at I am MNC. Okay, I'm working to improve my Kubernetes pen testing. Are there are any labs to play? My area of interest or my area of expertise is not in what you are asking. Okay, my area of expertise in creating pen testing tools, mostly around the bug bounty hunting and basically this phishing stuff and all. Okay, for educational purpose. But what you're asking is you are asking about the network level pen testing. Okay, so for network level pen testing, I think you should find someone else. I'm not expert in that. Yes, I do have experience, but the content I put on my channel is most likely to the already existing viewers who watch too much my video on that particular topics. So yeah, you need to find someone with the uh, experience with the networking. Specs, I know I have no issue with the running locally and blah blah blah. Okay. Okay, anyway, it's been quite a time. It's been 45 minutes. It was a really productive session. You guys are awesome. You guys asked so much good questions. Even in the group also, I'm going to mention that today's live stream was very productive. Please watch all of the live stream. If you have any question, I don't know how many questions we covered, but I think we covered more than 30 questions for sure. I don't know, Sky, Master, how can we check the header inconsistency? So if you go on the Evilpunch GitHub, there is a one folder called test. Inside that test folder, there is a one Flask app. I cannot show you right now because this setup is new. My camera is broken. I am using my phone as my camera. So I cannot disturb this setup right now. But go to the Evilpunch GitHub, and there you will find a test folder. Inside that test folder, file number 34, where you find Flask app. In that Flask app, you will find the Flask app to tell you what headers you are sending. Okay, so basically what I did is I hosted that Flask app on my VPS. I attached some domain to it, and basically I reproxed that using the Evilginx, and I was capturing one request which supposed to go to the office or something, and I was forwarding that request to that particular Flask app. Now when I forward that particular request to the Flask app, it will basically capture all the data that we have sent and send it to back to me in the response. So what is the benefit of that? You can compare side by side which request address you send, which data you send, and what you got from the response. So it's supposed to match as it is. Okay, it's supposed to match. If there is a really inconsistency, like timestamp inconsistency, sometimes there is a content length inconsistency, sometimes there is a inconsistency in the some security headers, sc-ch headers, right? So if you see that sometimes some headers are getting dropped by the Evilginx, right? So if you see that inconsistency, then you see the inconsistency. You modify the Evilginx based on that. The maze is saying the flux is the real one. Yes, this is the real one. I wonder what took you so much time to understand that. But anyway, thanks, guys. Specs is saying around 1 year ago, there was this guy who bypassed a lot of Cloudflare sites with the captcha solver embedded in. See, there is a difference between solving the captcha, there is a difference between bypassing the Cloudflare. People think that if they add some captcha solver in the script, they think that, okay, someone has bypassed the Cloudflare. No, the Cloudflare bypass means you are evading whole service protections from the Cloudflare. That's the Cloudflare bypass. For example, in some website there is a waiting room added. Okay, so if you go in the website, if there is a too much traffic, you cannot enter in the website. Okay, so that's what we call the waiting room. So someone is trying to go inside even if the waiting room exists. That's what we call the bypass. If you are like adding the captcha solver in the script in the baseline, and you are saying that, okay, we have bypassed the Cloudflare, that's not the bypass. That's a script kiddie. Okay, that's not the bypass. And anyway, I'm doing everything for educational purpose, by the way. Another thing is people use the captcha solver only in case of the scraping, because in that case no human interaction is needed. Everything's supposed to happen in the backend. Everything is supposed to handle by the script. Zero human interaction. In that case, people use the captcha solver. That makes sense. But in case of the Evilginx, the endpoint itself is getting exposed to the user, so it doesn't make sense to use the captcha solver and all. Okay, it is unnecessary step. Like if you captcha solver is working in front of the user will just say, okay, it is solving the captcha, so it is taking 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Okay, what is this? What is this? User will go away. Simple. Okay, instead let user click on the screen, let user click on the dog images, traffic light images, and let it solve it. Okay, it doesn't make sense to use the captcha solver. Okay, to keep that captcha solver out of your mind. Okay. Okay, I get that you are doing with Flask, I'll create my own Evilginx. That's great. I totally. Spec, are you the one guy who said that Evilginx has its own benefits over the Evil Punch? If you are that guy, then I am pretty much thinking that you are quite capable. You can definitely create it. And trust me, use my Flask app to test the inconsistency, and based on that, you can do modification in the Evilginx. And if you do, please let me know too. I'll include in my version too. Anyway, the spec, the Coders Jahid, the Anonymous Sky, these are the people, like really golden people I got in my community. These are the people who help me a lot, and they always helps me. Okay. Uh, Bob, can you achieve the same results using local Docker instance? Oh, she Docker instance is quite see, there is the Evilginx available for the Docker. There was one point when I thought, okay, let's create the Docker, but hence we use the Evilginx in independent server. It doesn't make sense to use the Docker in the first place. If you are combining the Evilginx with a lot of services already hosted on that particular server, then in that case, Docker makes sense. Or you are hosting the Evilginx on the server where already something is there in the backend, some database or something. In that case, it makes sense to use the Docker. Okay, but I don't think so. The Docker makes sense when you are using regular Evilginx. Thanks, Master. Please, I want to do ask you something. What kind of headers modified in the Evilginx? See, it really depends on the website to website. As I said, the header inconsistency is there. I identified header inconsistency in the security headers. I found in the timestamp headers. I found in the date and time headers. Okay, so yeah, these I found. Second thing, like when there is a managed challenge or turn style. So in case you are asking someone has implement, see, cap solver is not capable of bypassing the level 2 or level 3 security of the Cloudflare, which is like bot attack mode or invisible challenge, I guess. Cap solver is only capable of solving visible captures. So I'm not sure. It might depend on the cap solver services also. Some services use different techniques, so I'm not sure about that. Please check which service you are mentioning. You can mention in the Flux set or mention me in the Telegram. Probably today is a Sunday, so I'm not going to check the Telegram. But mention something on the website. Create the topic and no sky on the website. Let people, other people also know. Does it make sense to use Docker on the local host just to facilitate development, or why you need the Docker on the local host? Don't you have the virtual host? Sorry, the virtual box. In case your computer is not that much capable of running the virtual box, in that case, yeah, go ahead, use the Docker. But if your computer is running capable of running virtual box over VMware, then please use that. Okay, that makes process easier. Every single time you make the changes, you need to go, then modify, then build the Docker, then deploy the Docker, then check it. So that adds a lot of stuff, a lot of things. And in case you, yeah, like if you have resources, don't use the Docker, go for the full virtualization. You advise to Shinjeru, I'm not able to sign up with Shinjeru. Okay, the Shinjeru is now outdated. Right now, I'm advising to use the Green Bullet. Greenbullet.uu, I guess. Okay, just search Green Bullet VPS on the Google and you will get it. Yes, Nadia, Green Bullet is the site, and there are a lot of site commenting. Even like if you like following the website actively, then you will find a lot of people are exposing a lot of services there, so you can learn from there. Yesterday only someone asked the question about the bot.pow something. So I was really confused. What is this service? And that service was anti-red hosting. Okay, so yeah, people are a lot of people are telling that, but I'm not testing all of the services that you need to do by yourself, by the way. Okay, but yeah, I'm giving you platform. Do the discussion. By the way, who is this guy? Nadia, right? Go on the website, create the topic best VPS for the Evilginx or something. Create that topic. I will approve your topic. And best below that, do the discussions. And I will invite some people who has answered in the past so that they will be able to contribute their thoughts also. And Sky, can you tell us where we can stamp the modification about the security? Modify the source code of the Evilginx. Modify the source code of the Evilginx. By the way, I won't be able to explain directly like one to one on the live stream without showing you. Host that Flask app, reverse proxy with the Evilginx, intercept some requests from the some other websites on the Cloudflare, sorry, Burp, through the Evilginx, and forward that request as it is to that particular Flask app. Then you will see what is the inconsistency means. Where you people, Shinjiro has been trying to issue signing in the domain. Yeah, Shinjiro has been strict nowadays, but in my case, didn't get issue. But anyway, try the green bullet. Let's see how that goes. First of all, Najia or Nadia, and there is a one guy, Spec. Go on the website, create the topic for the best VPS for the Evilginx, and inside that, do the discussion. That is more productive. The message is saying, why you people mentioning why were you people mentioning the iCloud Fishnet so much? Did you question the iCloud Fishnet? Not a good version. People mentioning the iCloud Fishnet because it is using same protection as the FB authentication page to vector page, which is basically refusing the page to load in the first place. That's why. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like the video, and it's been quite a long time. It's been 56 minutes. It is the longest stream that I have recorded since, and it is really productive sessions. I have answered around more than 50 questions. So yeah, that's really great. Can I use AWS instance in testing? Yes. In production, no. Where do you know anti-bot services? And now, Sky, please create the topic on the website and do the discussions there. I will invite some people from the website that I know from the past, which has the reputation to answer those questions. Okay. Anyway, make sure you like. There are only 5 likes and there are views more than 66 views. That doesn't count, right? There is a lot of gap. Please hit the like button and thanks for watching. See you in the next. And please check out the Evil Punch. I have done a lot of effort, lot of hard work on the Evil Punch. Make sure that you check out. Okay. Thanks for watching. See you in the next. Okay. Where is my end stream button? By the way, don't forget to use the fluxit.com. Please ask the questions there.